Warning, this video is not suitable for all ages. Viewer discretion is advised.
Alright, what's good, YouTube, man? We back with another short horror film video, man. This video is called Intruders. Let's get right into the video. Y'all see I'm staying consistent with this shit, right? Every Saturday. Nigga house dirty than a bitch. You got people throwing eggs at your house? What's up? Unless nobody live there, that's a... Y'all saw that little kid too? The fuck? Yeah, that's an abandoned house. Who the fuck is that? That person dead? Is that a chicken rooster? What the fuck is that on the table? She's dead. Little bro. What's going on? The house look good as hell from the outside. I feel a 10 out of 10 video right here, man. This shit about to be good. What the hell? This the same little bro right here? Y'all grown up now? Man, why the fuck he got that? What are you doing, bro? They fucking? Oh, she killing that nigga. And now he finna die for snooping. What are you doing? Why did you get that? Damn! Hey, she got downstairs hella fast. She running hella fast. Go lock the door, bro. You Dumbass, go lock the door. Go lock the door. I don't think he can lock the door. Oh, he did. He did. She taller than a motherfucker. Ugh. And you just gonna drop to your knees. What the hell? What's going on? Is that him? Oh, she didn't possess him. Inspector. What's going on, man? Look like another story, but shit, hey. That first one was good as fuck. He ain't got no lights on in that bitch. He's setting himself up for failure. Oh! He took a picture of that little motherfucker in there. I know he gone. Little bro was just creeping in the back. Just waiting. Hold on. I gotta get this. I couldn't even get it. Y'all seen that nigga though. Oof. Hey, is there more to the video? Nah. Alright, so that video right there, that shit was a 10 out of 10, not even gonna lie. Not even gonna lie. It's time for the second video though.
This was a Monday
Hopefully we
night.
get bangers.
I'd gotten out of work.
I need bangers. Every video needs to be a banger.
Hop online and game with some of my buddies. I had gotten divorced a few months ago, which left me with just an empty house and not much to do outside of work. so gaming with my friends all night was mostly all I did, and I can't say I didn't enjoy it. Anyway, I knew there was supposed to be a big thunderstorm overnight, and there were even flash flood warnings. But around here, they pretty much send out those warnings every time it rains, so it was never a big deal. At about 11 p.m. though, I was in the middle of a game with my buddies when a sudden massive gust of wind slammed against the window next to me, and the entire house shook.
I don't like
I
how you
took
got
my
the window
headset
open.
halfway off, and I could hear rain pouring down, and the house creaking and swaying
While it's raining,
violently.
you got the window open.
I turned back to my screen to tell everyone what was going on, but suddenly my screen and all the lights in my house flicked off for a split second, then right back on. I saw I was still in the Discord call, so I asked if they could still hear me, but before I got an answer, everything cut out. My PC shut down, and all the lights snapped off. The whole house was dark. I couldn't even see my hands in front of my face. I felt around my desk for my phone, then turned the light on. Annoyed, I got up and walked downstairs and up to the front window. Honestly, it was hard to say if everyone else's power was off or not. I could barely see anything through the flood of rain that was pouring down, and most people's houses would usually be dark by now anyways, since it was so late. I quickly sent a message in the group chat saying I probably wouldn't be on for the rest of the night. Frustrated, I used my little phone light to find my way to the basement. I went down and found my old battery bank. It wasn't much, but it was enough to plug a few lamps into so I could at least have some light. I grabbed it and started walking back up to the stairs when I thought I heard something behind me. It was just a bunch of boxes back there, but the wind seemed to pick up as soon as I turned around, so I assumed it was just the storm making the house make noises. I hauled the battery bank up to the first floor and plugged in one of the lamps in the living room. I'm not sure if this is normal or not, but I hated going to bed with the power out. Like I had to wait for it to come back on before I'd feel comfortable sleeping. So I opened up the blinds and sat on the couch, then took my phone out and used my data to scroll through YouTube. An hour or so went by before I got curious again, and this time opened the front door to look outside. My porch had an overhang that blocked most of the rain, so I stepped out and looked around. The storm was still raging on, but the houses across the street didn't seem to be off power. At least a couple of them had a light or two on in the windows. Now I was pretty confused. I looked up outages in my area, but didn't find much info. I went back inside. Oddly, only a minute later, I got a text. It was from a normal, unknown phone number, but essentially said that there was downed power lines and to expect power outages. I had no clue why I got a direct text though, and the number didn't have an ID, like from ComEd or whatever. Strange, I thought, but I didn't look much more into it. I went back to the couch. Again, I was on my phone, but more so to just listen to videos while I watched the storm out the window. But then, I heard something from the other side of the house. It sounded exactly like a footstep on one of the creaky wooden steps to the basement. I'd lived here long enough to recognize that sound. I got up, but walked slowly and quietly over there, wanting to hear if it happened again. The house was so dark, and my phone light only lit up a small view in front of me. I turned the corner into the hallway and shined the light down. Nothing was there. However, the basement door was open, like wide open, and there was no way I left it like that. I walked up and shined the light down the stairs, but there was no way I was gonna go down there to check anything out, not with no power on. I closed the door. I don't think I had enough time to really think about what this really meant. I walked into the next room. Light from the thunderstorm flashed in the windows, but when I looked around, I found nothing. A feeling built up in me though, like something was off, and my gut could sense it. I started to walk back, when suddenly heavy footsteps came running up the basement stairs. Even behind the closed door, they were loud and shook the whole floor. Without thinking, I ran up to the door and slammed my body against it. Not even a second later, they were on the other side trying to open it. Once they figured out I was there, they started hitting it and ramming their shoulder into it to try to force the door open. This was a regular basement door, so it had no lock on it. I didn't know what else to do. He pounded against it for a minute, but when I pulled my phone out and started calling 911, he stopped. I heard his footsteps go back down the stairs, and I took this chance to get in my car and leave. I tried to watch from the other side of the road to see if he left, but during the 10 minutes I waited, I didn't see anything. 3 officers went in and found nobody inside. He had left through the back door. What I find most disturbing about this situation is that we confirmed the text I received about the power outage was fake, like from a private personal phone. So whoever this guy was that broke in, he knew enough about me to find my phone number. He wasn't targeting just some random house. We think he texted me once he heard me go outside, probably knowing I was checking if other houses had power, and wanting me to not get suspicious and check the breaker box in the basement. There was no outage. He had shut off my power. That's about where it was left though. No new info on who it could have been or what they wanted has been found out.
I know I said every video I wanted it to be bangers. That video was ass, bro. Like, yeah, that shit wasn't scary at all. It wasn't entertaining. That shit was just pure ass. 0 out of 10, man. On to the third video. Third video, y'all.
I had this
Third
whole
video.
day off. It was cold and wet outside, as it had been raining off and on all day. I stayed in and played video games, going about my day as I normally would.
Please be better than the
Around
last
5,
video.
the rain had picked up, and there was a bit of lightning in the distance.
Here we go with the weather shit
I cooked
again.
up some dinner, then decided to watch a horror movie, while I had the fitting ambience of the storm outside. I shut off the lights and spent the next 2 hours on the couch. The storm definitely got worse over that time. There weren't any outages or anything, but it was just really coming down hard outside, with heavy lightning strikes nearby. It was around 10 o'clock. I wasn't really tired or ready for bed yet, but I got up to stretch my legs and refill my water. When I turned around toward the hallway, I immediately saw something move, like a shadow on the wall. It was quick, just a split second, too short for me to really understand what I saw, or even be sure that what I saw was real. I froze in place for a moment, then walked over and looked around, only to find nothing but an empty hallway. Maybe it was a flicker of light coming through the window from a far-off lightning strike. I also just got finished with the horror movie, so I could have been a little on edge and just seeing things.
Oh boy, I'd be scared in his
Honestly,
situation.
chalked it up to nothing.
At
and
the
forgot
horror
about
movie?
it after less than a minute. I refilled my water and checked on the storm going on outside. The trees were blowing around like crazy, and the rain was basically flooding the roads. We didn't get many big storms like this around here, so it was always interesting when we did. Our town definitely wasn't built for them. I went back to the couch and turned on YouTube to try and ease myself into getting sleepy. I wasn't too tuned into what I was watching. I guess I was kind of spacing out or whatever. But then again, I saw a shadow on the wall behind the TV move. It was like something behind me just peeked around the corner for a split second. I jolted my head around and looked at the opening to the living room. Nothing was there. I got up and walked over, looking all around that area, but I saw nothing at all. I didn't know what the hell was going on. It was like I was just seeing things, but I never had it happen twice like that before. Was I just sleepy? I didn't feel like it. I thought that the horror movie and the storm outside would make for a chill night, but this was far from it now. I still thought it was nothing, but there was that tiny feeling in the back of my mind that it wasn't nothing. I spent another 15 minutes on the couch, but decided to go to bed afterward. I shut off the TV and headed upstairs. I still wasn't tired, and even less so after everything happening, so I hopped in the shower to relax myself before getting in bed. I turned on the water and tried to calm down. I was in there for maybe 5 minutes. Through the water, a sudden thud rang through the house. It was violent and loud, vibrating through the floors. My whole body shivered as I shut off the water and quickly got dressed. With the water off, the house was quiet now, not even the slightest sound. I felt like my ears were ringing just from the disturbing silence that followed the thud. I slowly made my way into the hallway and then down the stairs. I walked through the living room and then the kitchen. The back door was barely hanging on from the top hinge, completely open, and splinters of wood covered the floor under it. The 2 other hinges looked like they were ripped out of the wooden doorway. I ran up to my room and called 911, locking myself in the bathroom. That whole time I waited, I thought I was trapped inside my home with someone. But when the cops arrived, we quickly realized that wasn't the case. The door wasn't ripped off the hinges from the outside. It was from the inside. It was like someone angrily left, swinging the door open so hard that it slammed back into the wall and ripped the screws out of the doorway. Whoever it was had been inside my house that whole night. Likely the shadows I saw were them inside my home, probably moving as soon as I looked at them. I have no idea how long they were there for, or what they were doing in my home, watching me for. It's also really strange that they destroyed my door like that, like they were frustrated. I've never slept well in this house since then.
That video was just like the last video, so 2 out of 10, man. It was a little better, 2 out of 10. Shit was ass. Let's get to the last video. I'm tired of this shit. Alright guys, this is the last and final video. This video is called Ignore It. And y'all see up top? That mug say award winning. So this should be amazing. A 10 out of 10 if it won an award.
Justin, I want you to listen to me very carefully. The woman is back. Hey, you remember the rules. You must ignore her as much as possible, all right? Just like last time. Don't look at her. Don't even think about her. Hey,
the fuck?
Look at me. I promise she's gonna leave, but only if you pretend she isn't there.
Dang, why is your
Promise.
son even in this predicament, dude?
Okay.
Okay. Let's join your mom and Emily downstairs for dinner.
Why are you putting him? Dude, I would have just moved out, bro. Like, what
Now
the
stay
fuck?
focused.
ignore who though? Who the fuck am I ignoring? Oh my god. Man, I would have been like, Dad, why the fuck is it so dark in the house? Okay, I'm guessing that's his sister, mother, father. Who's the uninvited guest?
Go ahead, eat your food.
Emily, how did your algebra test go today?
I think I passed. I don't know.
That's good, Em. That's good.
Dude, just move out,
The dinner
bro.
is, it's great. Hon.
Thank you.
They all freaked
Dad,
out.
I don't understand what's going on.
Quiet. Justin, pass me the salt.
Why is she back?
I said quiet!
The dad, man, I don't. This is good, but the dad, dude, like, if I was a little boy, I would have stole off on my dad, man. I'm sorry.
Brian.
Damn, he even shaking.
We are. This is the only way. Just ignore it, Justin.
Dad. Hey. Hey. What the fuck is the kid doing? Should have listened to your goddamn daddy. Kids, man.
Dad?
It's okay, honey. Just finish everything off your plate.
Motherfucker.
We can't keep doing this.
Stop, stop, stop.
I'll get it.
No, we can just let it.
I'll get it.
No, eat.
Is he going for the mama?
Leave us alone.
Gail?
Leave my family alone!
Gail, come back to the table.
Get out!
Y'all all gotta fight it, bro.
No! No! Leave her alone! No! Justin, get back to the table!
Oh my god. Damn! Oh, because she answered the phone? Hey, 10 out of 10, man. I fucking love that video, bro. Even though that shit is, it got sad, bro. They all died. The dad could have just moved them out the house, man. Hey, but that video, it's gonna wrap it up. 10 out of 10. Amazing video. I'm out.